Hey, what's up everyone? It's Assad here. Welcome back to the 52 Cards channel. It's been a minute since I've uploaded a video on here. My life kind of changed and I had to take a bit of a break from the YouTube game. The last time you heard from me, I was telling you about the Mint 2 project on Kickstarter, which ended up being just such an overwhelming success. We ended up raising over $500,000 in funding in 30 days, which is just insane. So I've been really focused on doing all of the work required to complete that project. Thank you so much once again to all of the backers who supported it. It's looking like early 2019 is when the decks are expected to be ready, and then we'll begin shipping out all of the packages as soon as possible. For those of you who missed the project, I've been getting quite a lot of emails from you. The decks will be available again eventually at the 52 Card shop. I need to take care of all the Kickstarter backers first. There were some Kickstarter exclusive decks, so those will no longer be available, but the Blueberry Mint and the Cucumber Mint decks will. So you can sign up for the waitlist. I'll drop a link down below, and then you'll be notified when they are available again to the non-Kickstarter backers. Okay, but in this video, I wanted to share with you something incredibly special. One of my all-time favorite magic effects ever, literally. This is just pure mint of an effect, no pun intended. It's the coin matrix. Classic plot in Magic, so powerful, so visual, so practical. It's a very old effect, and it's spawned who knows how many versions and variations since. I'm going to be sharing with you a very basic version, but in my opinion still one of the best because of the fact that it's just so practical. Okay, there's no gimmicks here. It's completely impromptu, no extra hidden coins, just 4 coins, 4 cards, that's it. All right, so I'm sure you're gonna absolutely love this. Please do treat it with a level of respect. I mean, it's not gonna take very long to learn how to do this. Technically speaking, it's not all that complicated, but I urge you to put in a good amount of time, practice it well before you go out and share it with anyone else, because this is a pure gem, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. Let's go behind the card table, and we'll unpack this a bit, and let me teach you how to do the coin matrix. All right, let's break down the coin matrix. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, please do. We're about to hit 1 million subscribers here at 52 Cards, which is just a massive milestone, super exciting. I realize I haven't been uploading all that much lately, but I'm going to start uploading again. I can't say how frequently I'm going to upload in the coming months, but what I will say is every time I do publish a video to the channel, it's going to be a video that I've invested a great deal of time and energy into, and it's going to be well worth your time to check it out. So hit that bell button to be notified of new videos, and you can also sign up for the email list. I'll drop a link on the screen here and in the description box down below, so you can subscribe to that and be notified via email every time a new video drops. Okay, that being said, let's get into the explanation for this awesome trick. Okay, so here's what you're going to need to do the coin matrix. Grab a deck of cards. You're going to need 4 coins. It doesn't matter which 4 coins you use, but they do need to be the same. So 4 nickels, 4 quarters, 4 pennies. I like to use quarters. Also, it's a good idea for all 4 coins to be in a similar condition. So you don't want to have like 3 brand new shiny quarters and then 1 old rusty quarter. That's going to throw off the illusion a little bit. So get 4 coins that are in approximately the same condition. And the last thing that you're going to need is a soft surface. So either a close-up pad, or you could just take this to the ground and use a carpet. You could use your couch, something with a bit of a cushion. All right. If you want to get a close-up pad, I sell some really affordable ones over at the 52 Card shop. I'll drop a link for that down below in case you'd like to get one. Otherwise, just use the carpet. That works fine. Or a couch. Whatever you can find at home should work just fine. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to take out 4 cards from the deck. I like to use the 4 aces, but it really doesn't matter. I just think the aces look kind of nice. And then you're going to arrange the coins in this square formation, something like this. And that's approximately the amount of distance that I'll have between the coins. But once again, it doesn't have to be exact or anything. Also, you want to make sure that each of the coins are facing the same direction. So they should all be heads. I usually use heads because nowadays some of the quarters have like those state backs, and those differ. So just to be safe, I always have them with heads facing up. And here's what you're going to do. Okay, before I get into the move that you're going to execute, let me just kind of go over the motion. So I would get familiar with just this action. You're going to be laying each of the cards on top of each quarter. So to do that, I pick up the packet of cards, I spread them out slightly like so, and I'm gripping the cards like this. So thumb at the top, and then I've got first, middle, and ring finger holding the cards at the bottom. I'm kind of just pinching the coins at my fingertips here. Okay, and then to do the lay down, I'm just bringing it over the coin, and then with my right hand, I'm applying pressure downwards and just placing each card on top of the coin like so. Just get used to that motion because we're going to be imitating that when doing the secret move. And honestly, I would hardly even consider this a move. There's not that much going on. It's not all that technical, but it is. It's what allows this trick to be done. So here's the secret. Once you get familiar and just comfortable with laying cards down as so, you're going to imitate that motion, but here's the difference. So I start at the bottom left corner. First card goes down just as it normally would. Now, when it comes time to lay down the second card, here's what's happening. Before I come over and lay that card down, I'm kind of just eyeballing where the right edge of that coin is, okay? And then when I come over and I apply pressure down with my right hand, I'm contacting, or I'm pushing down close to where that edge is. And what that's gonna do is underneath the cover of the cards, it's gonna cause that left edge of the coin to kind of just pivot up ever so slightly. That's all you need. And what that allows me to do is underneath the cover of the cards, my left hand fingertips here can simply grab on to that coin in the process of laying that card down. So it looks like I'm just laying it down, but really I've secretly loaded that coin underneath the remaining cards in my left hand. Okay. Now, once again, like this isn't that much of a move. It's just something that you kind of just do it, So you come here, boom, and then it's just with like I'm going to try to give you a more of an exposed angle here. As I push down, it's like my fingers are just opening up a little bit to grip that coin, and then I just slide that card right on top of where the coin supposedly is. Okay, and the way I'm gripping this coin, I'm really, I'm mainly just using the tip of my left middle finger and ring finger, like so. Okay, and then I can keep in mind I can kind of like slide the coin back and forth like this, which is going to come in handy for the next laydown. Because when I come over here, I'm going to be secretly loading the extra coin underneath the third card. Okay, boom. And it's essentially just the reverse action of what we did. As you come over to lay this card down, I'm just opening up my fingers a little bit, allowing that card or that coin to be released, to drop. Okay, let me get the camera in focus. There we go. And then the fourth card just goes down as it normally would. The important thing to consider when laying down these cards is the rhythm. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're doing it quickly or not. What really matters is that there's no hesitation. Okay, you don't want to lay the first card down with no issue and then hesitate here or stumble a little bit, because that's going to throw off the illusion. You want to spend an equal amount of time at each corner. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you lay down each card slowly, as long as it's consistent, as long as there's no break in the rhythm. It's a perfect illusion. There's nothing to suspect when laying down these cards. Okay, so in the beginning, that's what I would recommend, is just spend a good amount of time at each corner. There's no need to rush or anything. When you load this coin underneath the third coin or under the top right placement, it doesn't really matter exactly where that coin is as long as it's covered completely by the card. Okay, boom, and then the last card you're completely free. So sometimes I'll just do a little bit of a card flourish. I'll flip it face up and then flip it over like so. Here's what happens next. You're going to be sliding, or you're going to be, oh, by the way, let me give you one more tip here. It's a minor detail. It doesn't matter too much if you do this or not, but before you begin, it can be a little bit helpful to kind of give the cards a little bit of a bend like so. And the reason for that is it's just going to, when the cards are covering the coin, it's going to help mask a little bit whether there's a coin underneath the card or not. Because if it's completely flat, or if it's like this, the coin will be elevated above the surface a little bit. It's a minor detail. Most people would never even catch it anyways, but just to be safe, you might want to give it a little bit of a flex like so, and that way it's more difficult to determine whether there's a coin already underneath a card or not. Okay. Okay, but back to what I was saying. So we're in this position right now where the cards are like this. The next step, there's actually supposed to be 2 coins here. 2 coins here. And so this is the position that we're in. And then a card placed vertically at each corner. The next step is we're going to be rotating each of the cards horizontally. Okay, and in the process of doing so, here's something that helps. When you rotate these cards like so, you're going to want to casually push the cards forward until you feel the coins contact your thumb. Okay, so the back edge of that coin is going to contact the thumb, and then that's where you place the cards. Okay, that's going to come in handy in a second. And once again, when we're rotating these cards, you want to feel the back edge of that secret coin that you loaded against your thumb. Okay, you don't want it to flash the coins, but just those coins should be very close to the back edge of the card. That's going to help. And now we're ready to begin. This has all just been set up until now, and now we're ready to perform the illusion. Okay, so here's what happens next. We're going to be displaying 1 coin underneath each of these corners. Okay, so what I did right there is, because that coin is right near the back edge of the card, it's very easy for me to, as I lift this card up, all I'm doing is I'm feeling that coin, and then with my first finger, I'm applying a little bit pressure down. So once again, it's kind of the same principle that we used when stealing the coin here. When I'm pushing down my first finger, it's going to cause that back edge of that coin to lift up just a little bit. You only need a little bit, and allowing my right thumb to grip that coin secretly behind the card as I display the coin in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this at the same time. So I'm going to be lifting up this coin and this coin at the same time, displaying 1 in each. And then I'm going to do the reverse action. I'm going to place the card back down. I'm letting go with my right thumb, dropping that coin at the corner. And now this time, once again, I'm pushing the card forward until I can feel that coin contact my left thumb, pushing down with my first finger, allowing that coin to lever up a little bit, and then boom. That's the effect. That's the transportation of that coin, and it's instant, it's super visual, and it catches spectators off guard completely. It's a really fantastic illusion. Okay, now one detail here is when I first display, I'm just casually lifting the cards up briefly. I pause a beat here, come back down. Timing is everything. I come back down, pause another beat, and when I do the revelation, I like to make a little snappy noise. So I don't just lift it up like this. I like to do this. So I go boom, boom, bringing that auditory aspect to it. It makes it sound like the coin is jumping, and it's just a nice touch. So to do that, it's all in the middle fingers. So my middle fingers at the outer edge of the right hand card, and my left middle fingers here at the outer edge of the bottom left card. And as I'm lifting it up, I'm flexing the cards like so, just a little bit, and then I'm releasing those cards from my middle fingers, creating that nice snapping sound as those cards contact the surface as I lift. Okay, so boom, boom. Okay, that's step number 1. That's the first teleportation. Okay, immediately, or I'm gonna, pause here for a beat. Then I'm gonna place this empty card, the card that doesn't have a coin loaded underneath it. I'm gonna flip it face up and just casually drop it into the corner. And immediately my left hand is gonna come over, and it's going to come down here to the outer right position. Once again, I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay, I come here, I pause for a beat, then almost as an afterthought, I lift both cards, displaying 2 here, 1 here, and I'm doing the reverse action again. I'm dropping that coin from my left hand thumb, and I'm picking the coin up with my right hand. Boom. I didn't really like the snapping sound there. Let me do it again. Boom. Okay. I come here, drop the left hand empty card, and then I'm already 1 step ahead here. There's no coin here. So I'm just, without displaying anything, I'm immediately going to come over, drop the coin with my right hand, and boom. All 4 coins have teleported from their corners to the top right corner. Very magical, very cool. I'm going to give you a few more tips, and I'm going to show you a fun little variation that you can use as a second phase if you would like. Okay, one thing that I like to do, and this is just a detail, but I think it adds to the illusion quite a bit, is when these coins teleport or get transported to the corner, I like to have them in a neat formation. Sometimes I'll see people do the coin matrix, and in the end of the effect, the coins will be kind of in a sloppy position like this or something. And it still works, it's still a great illusion, but I just feel like, you know, if they really are teleporting and transporting at will, like, to give the illusion that they're transporting exactly where you want them to be or in a very neat way, I think it adds to the effect. It makes it more powerful. Okay, so it's just going to take a little bit of practice to get used to laying down those coins in the position that you want. But let me just break that down for you. So we're going to start off in this position, right? One coin is secretly underneath the top right position. We're going to do this. We're going to push forward, contact, or we're going to be able to feel those coins with our thumbs. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so once we're in this position, boom. When I lay down, here's the arrangement of coins in the top right corner that I find to be easiest to achieve. The first coin is going to be like this. Okay, so it's a little bit diagonal, but it's contact, and you want to make sure you don't make any noise as you place this coin down. You don't want to hear the coins talk. So lay it down gently and carefully, but I like to have it very close to that first coin and a little bit kind of diagonal. Okay, so that when the first coin jumps, boom, it's right there. Okay, because it's diagonal like that, it makes it easy for me to place the second coin also like right beside it. Okay, once again, I want to be careful that the coins don't talk. Boom. Okay, so I was a little bit off there, but I mean, ordinarily I would want it to be kind of right there. And then the final coin goes right behind those two coins. Boom. And that's just a nice, clean formation of those coins. Okay, now let me teach you a fun variation that you can do, because normally when you do this first sequence of transportations, people are going to want to see more. It's quite a quick effect. It happens in 15 seconds or something, and people want to see more. So here's a way to do it again with a bit of a twist. Now you can end after the first phase, after all 4 coins have jumped. Boom, that's a powerful trick, and you can end it there. But if you want to make it a bit longer and you want to do it a bit more, here is a great way of doing it. So you're going to be in this position, and once again, you're going to take the coins and arrange them in this square formation. A lot of this is going to be the exact same as the first phase. It's just that the end is going to be a fun twist. So once again, you're going to go through the procedure of laying down each card on top of each coin. You're going to load that secret coin underneath the third position and twist, twist. Okay, first step is the same, display, and you're going to make the first coin jump. Okay, at this point, it's going to be a little bit different than before. You are still going to take this empty card, flip it face up there, but instead of taking the left-hand card immediately over to this corner, you're going to lift the right hand, or the bottom right card position, displaying, and instead the left hand is going to go here. Okay, and the right hand is going to go to the top right. And you're going to do kind of almost like a backfire, just a little bit of a twist here. So you're going to unload the left-hand coin underneath this position. You're going to pick up the coin that you just teleported with your right hand. Boom. Immediately afterwards, you're going to come right back down, do the opposite. Okay, you're going to let go of the right-hand card, or right-hand coin, excuse me. Pick up the left-hand coin that you just teleported. Teleports back. At this point, you're going to switch hands. You're going to bring the empty right hand back here. You're going to bring the left hand card up there, and you're going to make this coin now jump. So you go here, boom, and then you carry on as you normally did with the final coin. Boom. So it makes the trick a little bit longer. It's just like a fun little twist where you have the back and forth teleportation between these two corners, and then you conclude the trick as you did before. Just a fun second phase, or you could even use that as your first phase if you want, but it's up to you. It's flexible in that way, which is nice. That's the coin matrix, everyone. That amazing trick, literally one of my favorite tricks. I hope you put a good amount of time into practicing that. Get the rhythm right. This trick is all about timing, okay? Technically speaking, once again, there's not that much going on. It's just a matter of getting your timing right, doing it smoothly, doing it without any hesitation or stumbling at all. And once you get that down, it's such a powerful illusion. A lot of fun, very practical, Hope you love it. Please do like this video if you enjoyed the trick. Leave a comment down below, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.